These queens overwintered this year. It came through winter this year. We made this yard kind of late last year. So we're gonna show y'all feeding them our pollen sub that we make, and we're gonna give them some sugar syrup, try to get them ready to split so we can make our nukes on time this year. So as always, like and subscribe for more. I'm going to show y'all this hive. This hive right here is typical of what we see in South Carolina, late winter, early spring. The bees will have moved over to one side or the other in the box, and we're going to do what we call centering them up in the box right now. So we'll show y'all how we do that. We got them all on one side here. They're eating their sub, which is good. That's what we want to see this time of year. Take the feeder out. What I'm saying is, all of these bees, their brood nest is right here along this wall. We need to get this brood nest back to the center so that they can use the feed and their pollen sub. While we're doing this, it's a good opportunity to check and see if they're started to translate any of this pollen sub into brood yet. That's all honey. Let's see. She's starting to lay. She's starting to lay it up in there. We'll put them center in the box. We got a little small patch of brood right there. See, she's starting to lay. That's our pollen sub doing what we wanted to do. Just translating into brood. Get these centered up. Good looking bees for this early in the season. They're gonna do just fine. We'll put our feeder back in. This is a good opportunity to show y'all our feeding setup, how we feed. We have a nozzle that's hooked to a regular garden hose with a shutoff valve, and it runs all the way to the truck here. And we just have a regular little pump with our 55-gallon drum that's drawing it out of there. And it just has a switch. Turn it on. Fills up a gallon about, I don't know, less than 20 seconds. Boom. Turn it off. The last thing we do, those need a little more pollen sub because we want to translate this pollen sub into brood. This is our pollen sub here. Me and Gavin make it up. You can see the bees are already into it down in there. Just scoop it on straight on the top frames. Now we have 1/2-inch rims that we use while we're feeding. Put those bees back in there. And because we're about 2 weeks away. Well, no, probably less than a week, maybe a week away from our real live pollen flow from our red maples. We probably got 6-7 days. But the reason we're feeding this yard the way we are today is, if you look at our weather here in South Carolina where we are, it's about to rain for 5 days straight. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if it was cold temperatures and they were going to stay clustered. But it's about to rain for 5 days straight, and it's going to be 70 degrees. That's a problem when you have big clusters that you've built to be huge, and then you leave them stuck in a box for a week. So we wanted to get this gallon of feed in them and this pollen sub in them, so that we come back in a week, we know that they're still good. Maybe got a little something from this video. Maybe some new beekeepers that saw their bees over to one side and kind of wondered what to do. I hope that we kind of answered what I do, what we do anyway. I can only show you what works for me. But if you like the content so far, and you want me and Gavin to continue, like and subscribe, and we'll see if we'll keep going.